Hello everyone and welcome back to Civilization 5 Brave New World as Russia. And we're doing not half bad, I think. There are a few things that probably could have been done better early on. I did miss out on the achievement for researching horseback riding, which is bad but not terrible. I didn't get the Great Library, which is not terrible. I kind of would like to research and get Petra in a second city that I don't even have yet. So it might be worthwhile to go straight down there and then go right into probably philosophy after that, so that I can work my way up to theology. Because theology is something that's going to be great to have early on. That'll give me a lot of wonders that do need built. That said, I am passing up a lot of ancient era stuff here. I'm still not getting spearmen for a very long time. But I think it will be fine. So I'm actually going to queue up some of these down there just to make sure that I end up getting that taken care of and don't forget about it and don't end up doing something stupid like rushing off for education. Next turn. Now there should be a barbarian encampment here, and I can get a lot of influence if I kill that. I should... Whoa, composite bowman. I should be able to get... They want a great prophet, they want a natural wonder, and they want that. Yeah, this should be fine. Oh, that's an archer. That's going to be easy to take out. So I should be able to get a religion very soon. Because I only need not a lot more. Stonehenge is fantastic for making sure you get your early religion. And I don't think the AI prioritizes it that much. Hey, we got free culture from these ruins over here. And there's a lot of dudes around there. Tell you what. Let's see if we can maneuver our way around. That encampment does look like it's... Oh, it's still right there. Alright, well, let's see if we can kind of skirt around them. A natural wonder, that's going to make these guys quite happy. So let's go ahead and see if we can take out these archers. They should fall fairly quickly, which will make Kabul even happier. In fact, I can probably finish them with this scout, and hopefully the brute won't finish off the scout. So now, these guys should become allies. Which would be great. Hey, extra culture. Okay. As long as you don't kill my scout, I'm happy. Ooh. Excuse me. Here's the ultimate question. You know, it's always a scouting for the extra visibility. Visibility is great. Survivalism makes it a lot harder for them to get killed. Now, if it's great to have a survivalism and then find a weapon upgrade ruin, because then you have, like, let's say, an archer, which has bonus healing, extra defense, and it's a really good thing to have and keep upgrading. The visibility range, not so much. But at the moment, I think I do want survivalism because I'm going to be pulling back and healing very soon. And just going by what's happening all around here, I probably want to keep things alive. That would be useful, wouldn't it? Okay, so I can't make mines yet, so I can't even hook up these gems. I do have most other things hooked up, which is going to be fine. So let's go ahead and hook that up. Get some farms going, because we want Moscow to be large. The bigger it is, the more stuff we get from it. That said, our gold is starting to hurt. So maybe I should be a little more cautious. So let me... Actually, let's get that scout back into the city, and you can go up and just sort of meet these people. So let's go into the city and see how we're doing on gold. Yeah, we're already working pretty much every gold tile that's reasonable. So, definitely want to keep working that. I think that's about as good as I can hope to get at the moment. We'll have to be careful about my gold, though, because I don't want to run out. New policy. Let's see. That said, there is something I could do here, because that would give me 3 gold already. You know what, let's finish off tradition before we start down piety. And I do want that chariot archer still, but let me add to the queue a settler so we can get that second city started. Because I will want that, second city going, and I will want it to be fairly large by the time I research Petra. Hanging gardens. Now, there's an interesting thought. I could start working on the hanging gardens in Moscow. Free garden, a lot of food.
Mathematics is the gate.
Oh gosh, no, I need to get that, settler built. So let's go ahead and build the chariot archer and the settler. And we'll see where we go from there. But I would like to get that set. Actually, I should have put the settler up first. Well, oh well. We'll have the chariot archer escort the settler, I guess. Oh, please don't kill my scout. I'd like to not lose the scout. I wonder if that scout could actually kill it. Okay, you go ahead and... You know what? Head down here and make sure nothing spawns. You'd probably die in the process, so just heal. Terracotta army has been built. Which is fine. That's not a wonder I was interested in. There's my great prophet, which is fantastic. So we are going to go ahead and found the first religion. Just kind of send you down here in alert mode. Okay, so religion. Let's be... Let's be Protestants. I don't know. So, tithe is probably one of my favorite founder beliefs. So, we'll grab that right away because the gold is always fantastic. After that, I'm kind of partial to getting things like pagodas, mosques, and cathedrals. because that's a lot of happiness, culture, and faith that you can build up. And then really, faster growth rate if not at war, that's alright. Gardens provide 2 happiness is fine, but pagodas provide 2 happiness too. Temples providing 2 happiness, well, that's fine, but pagodas provide 2 happiness too, and it also provides other stuff. So to me, it's hard to beat the pagodas. So I'm going to go and grab the pagodas and found that religion. And this is really a pattern that I keep following for a lot of my religious plays. I try to get the pagodas, I want tithe, I want cathedrals, I like filling out the piety tree, and I like getting tourism for those buildings that I purchased with my faith. Tourism, of course, really helps out when you get into later eras, because that's when ideologies start coming in play and tourism kind of starts to matter a bit there. Let's get the scout down here, and we'll found our city. Probably going to be on this hill, which is actually coastal, now that I see. So that'll be a fine spot for a city. New production, we will make a... Can I pump out the hanging garden? Is that really a thing I can do here? Won't that be something? Let's go ahead and scout down here. I will be very surprised if I can get the hanging garden. But I would like to get it because that is a lot of food in the capital. And having a lot of food in the capital, having a very large capital, is really fantastic. Let's go ahead and work that time. Well, no, that slows us a bit, but it will get a new citizen born in one turn. Oh, shoot. There will be a new citizen born next turn. So if I unlock that and work that, it'll start working the hammers anyway. So that will be fine. And if you come down here, you can actually start working some of this right away. So we'll go ahead and do that. Now this is a fairly nice isolated chunk of land. I will want to watch out for naval invasions at some point. But at the moment I haven't even met anyone, so I don't know where everyone else is, but currently they're not my problem. I can probably kill that horseman with the scout. So let's do that. Free experience, and maybe Brussels will be happy about it, I don't know. Yeah, Brussels liked that. Not very much, but they did like that. Okay, so we're about to research currency, and it's probably too early to start on Petra, because there's not going to be much in terms of production in the city. It would be, yeah, 49 turns is a very long time for that. Shrine would be fairly good, but I want to wait until I get the piety tree for that. Granary is very tempting. I think I will get the granary going. And you can get survivalism, and you can heal. So how many turns until you get a border growth? You will be doing that in 5 turns. And we'll have our worker down here to immediately start working on that. So we'll probably get the ivory hooked up. By that time, the border will have popped, and we'll have the wheat. So we can work on the wheat, and we'll have a granary going. Now, I'd like to get... Parthenon has been built. I'd like to get St. Petersburg to grow as quickly as I can. So what I'll probably end up doing is my next build in Moscow will probably end up being a trade route, just so I can ship the food over to St. Petersburg, get it growing, and ooh. Hello. I was 3 turns away and missed it. That sucks. Well, I did get 110 gold, which is something. So, yeah. Oh, I didn't actually meet this city-state here. Well, we'll queue that up. That's kind of a shame that I missed that one, but it happens. Stables. Extra production? Could be a thing. Oh, that's right. I want the caravan. That way I can ship food down to St. Petersburg, because that needs to grow fairly quickly. And it doesn't have a lot of food tiles as it stands. So having those food tiles is going to be kind of a necessity. Or having those food trade routes is going to be kind of a necessity at this point. Hopefully, once I start getting, if I can get Petra here, that won't be a problem. Because all of these desert tiles, especially these desert mountains, will become fantastic. So let's go ahead and send that food down there, get that city growing, and get a new building made. Stables? Market? Market would actually be pretty good. Let's get the market going. And free aqueducts are nice. Have I actually... Yeah, I have researched the aqueduct, so that will help with the growth down here as well, which will be nice. Let's go ahead and help out against these barbarians, because screw them. Next turn. Okay, so they want an encampment that is here to be wiped out. We might go ahead and do that. Great Wall of Annoying has been built. That is fine. I think I'm going to send this Chariot Archer down to deal with that encampment, actually. So, this should be alright. There must be a lot of barbarians for it to be taking this long to process their turns. Okay, so worker has finished. We can go ahead and hook up that wheat. Let's get going up towards that and see if we can clear it out. And get the Chariot Archer over here as well. You can finish them off. And there is a worker captured in... There's something. There's a worker inside of that encampment. Probably belonged to Brussels. Those are some horses that I don't want to mess with. Here you go, Brussels. Have fun with that. I'm going to need a bigger military very soon. Because really these barbarians are starting to become a problem. Why don't you go over and sit in that hill? Alright, finished that. So, let's get started on horsemen. Horsemen would be pretty good. And we've got a lot of horses too, because we are Russia. Now, one thought is I could go down and settle a city somewhere around here to try and get this wonder. The Grand Mesa is not a fantastic wonder, but if I settle a city, like, on this hill, I get the wonder, I get the cotton and the wheat. If I settle it here, I can work the incense, too. But there's really not anybody nearby. So I could drop my third city somewhere around here, and nobody would care. It's tempting to do so. But at this point, I think I really do need the extra units. I'm actually going to go with the stable first, because that will give me a bonus when building those horse units. It'll give me 1 extra production too, which is going to be nice, and I'm probably going to be pumping out a lot of units fairly shortly. So having the production bonus is going to be very, very handy. That's kind of troubling. So why don't you go and sit up here, we go be well defended, and just fortify. St. Petersburg is actually growing rather nicely. If I go to production focus, what will you do? 6 turns until a new citizen is born. Well, if I do this, 4 turns, and then you'll start working this, and that may even be shorter because of the granary. That'll give plenty of extra food. It'll give, I think, 3 extra food. So let's do that, try and get some growth going there. And then, hopefully we should be able to start up on, on Petra. That's looking pretty bad. A great engineer, that is actually going to change the game. So let me grab this great engineer and get him down to St. Petersburg, because if I can use the great engineer to just rush Petra, that would be fantastic. In the meanwhile, why don't you... Not a lot else for you to do at the moment, because I still don't have the ability to make mines. So I think what I'm going to do is actually queue up mining right away, because I really do need it. And then go into theology, and then work that way. So, I will need mining in 2 turns. Let's go ahead and sit on this hill until then, and hook up the silver. And that'll give us some extra production, which will be great for getting this city off the ground. So how long will it take for that great engineer to get down there? That is the real question. And if I can get Petra here, with all of these desert hills, that will be a fantastic city site. I don't know if... Oh, something got killed. Oh boy. I don't know if Petra provides the same bonus to the tile the city is sitting on. I assume so, but even if it doesn't, that's still a lot of extra production in this city. And it turns all of these desert tiles into something that's very viable. Let's start shooting that, and after that, I would like this scout to be over here so that you can come in and ninja the worker. Meanwhile, how long is it going to be for that great engineer? 3 turns. Is there anything I can do in 3 turns? Could throw out a scout. I don't know how much production the great engineer throws into it, but it might not be enough to fully do it. So I'm just going to drop those 3 turns into... Well, no. That's probably dumb. We'll make a market, or because markets are good. And then we'll do Petra when the great engineer gets there. Great Lighthouse has been built, which is actually not good because there's probably going to be a lot of Navy stuff going on here. So let's get that mint set up, or the mine set up, and keep going after this encampment. Choose production. Oracle? It's only 7 turns. And that is kind of tempting. Heck with it, let's try. Probably not gonna get it, but why not? Why not see what we can do? At the very worst, we just end up with a load of gold, which isn't that bad either. And let's go and... Okay, so I can get 45 influence from Brussels, or I can take the worker. I don't think I need that worker right now, do I? And I'm kind of struggling to figure out what to do with my 1 worker. I'm going to return it. Return it. Brussels is now an ally, and quite seriously an ally. And they are going to give me more culture, which is, so that's pretty good. I'm happy about that. They may actually lose another worker to these barbarians, because they have 2 workers completely vulnerable. And the barbarians might go for it. And if they do, hey, that's great. I can just kill the barbarians and free the workers again. Alright. So, embassies. Yes. So, let's see. Can I pump out Petra? That would be nice if I could. No, he went after me instead of the workers. That's a shame. Alright, so first we're going to change the queue to Petra. And hurry production. Going to get Survivalism 2. Back off and heal. And let's go ahead and just move up a little bit. Shoot those warriors. Come on, you know you want to get a nice juicy worker there. So it looks like Carthage is down here, and that's not a bad spot. They're not doing too bad. I'm 6 turns from my next social policy. When I get my next social policy, that's when I think I'll start building my shrines and temples. And there we go, Petra, thanks to the great engineer.
What is drip?
So that, it does provide extra food and hammers. Okay, so this is going to be a pretty decent city spot then. And I apparently get a caravan as well. I always forget about that. So trade route overview. Trade routes available. For most money would be from St. Petersburg to Colombo. Where is Colombo? Oof, that's through a lot of dangerous territory. Cheaper to go there. Or rather, easier to go. No, this is not the page I want. Trade route overview. Safer to go... Yeah, I think I'll take the one that's slightly safer. Can I not reach there? it's a sea trade route. Okay, so Moscow to Kabul then. Go to Moscow. There we go. Okay, kill off these barbarians so that my scout can heal in peace. And I just realized this video has gone on a lot longer than I intended to. That's Civ 5 for you. So I'll have to cut it here, and I'll see you next time, folks. Bye-bye, everyone.